Welcome back to the channel, guys. Do you know maxpacks.com? My name's Joe. Some people call me Max. Whatever you want to call me, it's fine. Think about doing a new series maybe every week or bi-weekly or monthly, just kind of depending how things go with the business. We're just gonna kind of talk about what I'm getting in the business and what I'm seeing, what I'm trying to essentially do going forward. So let me know what you guys think, to be honest. Maybe weekly's too frequent. I don't think I do a whole lot week to week quite yet. I think I'm too small for a weekly, but maybe bi-weekly, so twice a month. That's probably better. But yeah, so let's just get into it. What I have done. I think it was, what's today? Wednesday. So I think Sunday or Saturday I bought 2 collections and then talked to one of my local guys, and I'm buying a bunch of sealed stuff off of him, which I'm meeting him in a little bit. And then one of the collections already came in. So these are all gonna go on the website for right around 90 to 95% for the most part. Some stuff's kind of hard to get at a good percentage. If I try to buy between 70 and 80% right now, a lot of the stuff that's current, I'm gonna be 70%, Black Bolt, White Flare, Destin Rivals, and anything that's in print, I'm gonna be at 70%. Some stuff, Sword and Shield, people just aren't gonna let go for 70 to 75%, and that's okay. I understand. I really wouldn't do that either. But if I can get it for 75 to 80% and then sell it for 95% on my website, that's okay with me. I usually take about a 10% profit margin, and it's a win-win for me. So this is some of the stuff that already came in. We have a Chilling Reign booster box, which, if you watch my other videos, goodbye there. Hidden Fates ETB, and none of this stuff really has tears or anything in it as far as I can see just quickly looking at it, or really any major dents, which is perfect considering a lot of this stuff's pretty old, especially like Hidden Fates. That's pretty old. We got 3 Brilliant Stars ETVs. I don't have 3 hands, otherwise I'd grab the other one. Same thing with these, really good shape, no rips, no tears, no dings. And then I haven't decided if I want to sell this or not. I've been trying to do the burn and churn as much as possible, but there's just a place in my heart for this beautiful ETB. Like, look at the starters in this. This is going to be such an iconic ETB in the future. It's the Pokemon Center. You get the Pikachu stamped promo, which is insane how expensive that card is in a PSA 10 now, just due to low pop. So that's one collection that came in. The other collection's all like smaller stuff. You got mostly bundles and like ETVs. I think there might be a booster box, but that's all going to be your, what is it? That's pretty much all the stuff that's in print still. Prismatic, Black Bolt, White Flare. I don't think there's any Destin Rivals. Paldean Fates. I think there's some Paldean Fates in there. I could be wrong. That might be the collection I'm getting today. Let's see what else is in there. Phantasmal Flames. There's Phantasmal Flames, Mega Evolutions. I want to say that's it. But, if I can get that at 70%, sell that for 90%, that's a win-win for everybody involved. The guy who got it, whatever, he made money on it, I guess, I assume, or he just wanted to dump it because of the crash. And then, I can make 20%, which after taxes and fees, it's probably more like 10% to be real. But, after taxes and fees, it's probably more like 15%, which is great because I can increase my margins a little bit. And then the people buying, Paldean Fates is getting ready to go out of print. Eventually they're gonna have to stop printing Prismatic so they can print Ascended Heroes and Destin Rivals and Black Bolt and White Flare, all these other sets, because they've just been printing Prismatic nonstop for the last year. So, at some point that's gonna dry up a little bit. But anyway, that stuff that's in print, I love being around that 70%. And, the people that are going to buy it, if they can get it at a discount, say 90%, which is probably what it's going to be, 90 to 95%, pretty much all of that stuff. Hopefully the buyers are happy. Hopefully my customers are happy. I'm happy to start being able to find more English product, get it into the website, and just do the churn and burn that all the bigger guys talk about that you need. Again, I'm an investor at heart. I love buying and holding sealed stuff. That is my thing. Like, look at the artwork on that. That is fantastic artwork. Look at the artwork on that. Fantastic artwork. If I could stop getting glare. Like, those are beautiful ETVs. Those are beautiful ETVs. And they're both going to be $1,000 ETVs probably in 3 years, 5 years. It really depends how the bull markets go and the bull and bear markets go. You know, if 2026 is a or a bull market, 27, 28 are bears, and then 29 and 30 go nuts, then yeah, no problem. But it, like I said, it really just depends. So with the website, trying to do the churn and burn as much as possible. PokeMoncards and a bunch of other guys have been doing live streams, kind of talking about businesses. And honestly, most of my strategy and information I have comes from PokeMoncards. Go figure. Most of small shops get their stuff from him as well. So thank you, Brian. And then you have I think it's the Office Dogs with Poke Office. Him like kind of getting distro, I think last year, and just talks about it all the time, the churn and burn. You just got to keep getting stuff. You know, if you make 10, 15, 20% profit, use that money, buy 2 more the next time. You know, use that money, buy 2 more the next time, and just keep churning it and keep churning it. I think my issue is getting customers to the website, getting customers to check out the website, and then making an order. Just because I get traffic, but it's just hard to get the checkouts. So maybe my website's sketchy. Maybe it's too hard to navigate. I don't know. Somebody left me a comment on a video and was like, hey, your website was a little intimidating because it's black and red. So, you know, I changed it a little bit. Black and red was for Team Rocket, obviously, but I guess it wasn't as obvious as I thought it was, which is fine. But I can also see where it was intimidating. You know, black and red is kind of intimidating color scheme and such. So changed the website around a little bit and didn't really see any change yet, which is okay. I mean, how much are you really going to see of a change just by changing a little bit of a color scheme and getting rid of a couple things? But I really do think the website looks a little cleaner. I changed a lot of the button colors, the red. I like the red better than whatever it was. I think it was blue before, and it just wasn't really fitting with the color scheme of the thing. Maybe I should change the buttons to black and make them white letters. I guess they're already white letters, but we're just gonna kind of play around with stuff and see how it is. And Brian, actually, I asked a question on one of his live streams, and he recommended that I give my phone or have my mom, you know, kind of go through stuff. So she doesn't live with me, she lives far away. So I'm gonna try that with some other people, kind of see how that works, what all they kind of do, and just kind of get some feedback from that and see how that kind of goes, and then make some changes based off of what I get from that. But really, just trying to buy some more English stuff, English product at a discount, so I can pass the discount on to you guys, take my small little profit. It's a win for me, it's a win for my customers. Hopefully it's a win for the guy I'm buying from. Hopefully I get some more relationships where people can just keep feeding me and churning me profit, and then not profit, churning and feeding me products, so that way I can keep feeding and churning the profit machine. Yeah, everybody is happy. It's a win-win for everybody, and that's really the whole goal of it, right? You get a big enough clientele, you get a big enough inventory, you get enough cash on hand. One day you can go get distro, or you know, you can just keep building that cash, keep building the customer base, and maybe distro reaches out to you. There's a couple people that are that lucky. Who knows? But at the same time, I'm going to keep trying to grow my YouTube channel. We just crossed over 250 subscribers, which is awesome. I can't believe there's 250 people that want to listen to me and watch me and hear what I have to say. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And we're just going to keep trying to have fun with things. Still working on the Death Travels Master Set. So that's going to continue kind of being in shorts and things like that as I get cards, or maybe I get some packs to rip. I kind of don't want to rip any more packs because I've ripped a shit ton. And Death Travels has not been good to me whatsoever. So it kind of is what it is. That's fine. I've had more luck doing trades at shows and stuff. I haven't really vended since December. When I say haven't really, I just haven't vended since December. I don't know why I said haven't really, but looking to do one probably in another month or two, maybe 3 months. We're just gonna try to see what's not sold out, what I can still buy a table for, really, and go from there. That's all I got for you guys. If you think this is a good idea, let me know in the comments below. If you have any recommendations, or if you still think my site's intimidating, leave a comment below. I'll respond to you. I'll try to fix some things, make it look better, more aesthetically pleasing, more inviting, I guess. Smash that subscribe button and head on over to the website, maxpacks.com. Fill out the email notification list so that way when these drop, you'll be notified. You'll be the first person able to grab them. And, you know, Sword and Shield not being printed. So any discount is nice, in my opinion. So yeah, make sure you do that. And I'll see you guys on the next video.